Hello world, and welcome to my channel. This video is going to be on a Gator 9-inch touchscreen high definition mirror display camera and reversing camera. So I bought this at Autobarn, $179 on special, probably because of the new model coming out. But it has a lot of features. It goes onto the mirror, and I don't want to use up any of my windscreen space because I already have a GPS there and a mount for a GoPro. So by having another reverse camera there is going to take up too much of my view. So this is designed to clip over the mirror, and it actually acts like a mirror when it's not being used. It'll also record on a 128 gig SD card, and that way if you have an accident, you'll be able to pick it up on the continuous looping recording. And if you have an accident, it actually saves that footage. It must have a sensor in there. So as I said, it has a 9-inch high definition display, clip-on mirror mount, records in 1080p resolution, 110 degree wide angle lenses, streaming modes and reversing modes, and it also has an SD card, but that SD card's not included in the box. But I do have a spare SD cards around. So yeah, what you get in the box is you get the mirror, you will get the camera, you will get 6.5 meters of camera cable, you'll get the cigarette plug lighter adapter, which is 12-24 volt, the mirror mounting hardware and a USB lead, and the product manual. As you can see from the front there, it looks pretty clear from the photo, and all the reviews I've looked at, the recording looks really good. So I think it's going to be an asset to my YouTube channel, where I can actually record some footage behind the car, as well as using the other GoPros and things I use now, including my phone. So I'll open it up. Open it up. Right. I'll open this up. That's all you get in the box. So, on one side you get the mirror display. Which is a Gator. On top you have all your inputs. Because it's on the mirror, you may as well come down from the top through the hood lining. There are the clips, 2 clips. It comes with other clips in the packet, and it's a touch screen. And when you're not using it, it remains a mirror. So it sounds good. It's got controls there and everything, so on the touch face. You have the user manual, USB lead, and the 2 rubber clips that hold it onto the mirror. You have the the plug that goes into the cigarette lighter, 12-volt socket, and it's long enough to run down, around, back up the side and along through the hood lining and back down again. So I'm assuming that's how I'm going to be doing this. And then you have the lead with the camera on it. Now when I'm going to first put it on, I am only going to be doing it temporary, because I don't know the place I want it, whether it's up high or down lower near the number plate, whichever gives me the best field of view. Because what I want to do is line up the caravan I have, which is 21 feet long, and line it up to the slabs of concrete in a caravan park, because you're reversing around like that and back in, and by myself I'm having trouble, and with my younger son come with me I'm having trouble. And normally the owner of the caravan park gives me a hand to reverse it, and last time I had another caravaner come over and help me. So I'm hoping that it'll pick up part of the side, and it should show me the wheels when I need to turn. I also have the 2-way CB radio. I'll be using that as well. I haven't been taking it with me, and I need to do that, take it with me, so somebody could talk to me on that. But anybody who knows what they're doing can stand beside the window and tell me right hand down or left hand down. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to be installing this. I'm not going to show you each step. I'm just going to, because it takes a while for me to be doing it, working out the best track. So I'll do a bit, show you a bit, do a bit more, show you it, and then I'll eventually show you it with some, probably some video. Well, I'm in the Hilux. The first thing I've done is taken out the handle. It's up here. And I unscrewed the sun visor on this side, because I'm taking everything up here, through here, and that's where I'm taking the cables. I've just sorted the 2 cables out that's got to go to the mirror, and I've just put it up there just to see how it looks. It probably needs to be a bit more central, but yeah. So that's the first step I'm doing, and I'll pull this side piece off here, and then feed the wires up in through here, through there, and come down from the top. So yeah, if I come down from here, through there, over to here, and down through there, in under the dash, and then I can get the power. Don't think I'm going to utilise the cigarette outlet, but I might just hardwire it. I'm not sure. Yeah, this just clips off once you get those screws off. I've put a mark up here, which is the centre between that one and there and that one there, and the same distance up to where that one is. There's plenty of room around it. So if I drill a hole in there, that should then take me into this space here, and then I'd be able to put a draw wire in. Once I get the draw wire in there, that's the hardest part. Yeah, I just drilled a hole. There's no metal behind that area there. There is. Feels like either side of it, but not in the middle, so it must be designed to something come out there. So I've been able to put a draw wire in now and feed the wires through. Right along there, and then down there, under the dash, and I'll connect it up here somewhere. Well, I got about here, but it probably should have taken them on the inside. There's a bit of a channel along there. There's too much insulation through here, so I couldn't get them through there. I also put Corrie on it. I'm not sure if it's going to be too thick or not. But anyway, I put Corrie down to there. I'm just going to put the side panel back on and everything else on. So that's what I've done so far. That can go onto the... Once I get that sorted, I can go back onto there. Be fairly neat. Well, got the handle back on, side panel back on, the sun visor back on. It's hanging tiny bit in the middle down there, but I'm not worried about that. And it's insulated all the way, so I'm happy with that. And they're just hanging down here at the moment, the cables. So it took me an hour and a half to do that. Work out I couldn't do it, trying to get a draw wire in. So I don't recommend it. I just recommend you run them along that channel on the front and then come out the front here, not where I had a hole drilled. But anyway, I've done it now. It's in. So I'll have to do another one. That's what I'm probably going to do. I'll pay somebody else to do it. But yeah. So the next thing is to find power for it and then run the camera cable, which is down here. One of these is power cable, one of those is a camera cable. So I've unplugged the camera cable so it plugs in, so I'll be able to run that probably along the side panel through the back section and out the back through a gland. So I run it along here in Corrie all the way back to the back, right down to here. Now I had to fix it because I ran out of cable. I only had enough cable just to get it to here. So I drilled the 12mm hole there for the Corrie to go through to insulate it. And then I connected it up to the reversing light here. And the camera, I can only stick it down with the double-sided tape at the moment. I can get the extension for the cable to put it somewhere else, and I was thinking about putting it up the top of there, but I do strap stuff down all the time and might get knocked around. So I thought there may be the best place at the moment. I'll leave it there. I can always move it at another time. It certainly wasn't easy getting it through the car. I couldn't get it where I wanted to get it, so I took it through an existing gland that had a rubber gland there where cable went through, so I poked it through that. Now, the instruction book is useless. It doesn't tell me much at all. And I don't have an SD card in there, so that's going to keep flashing. So I'm going to have to get one of those, but the picture is very clear. My ute's way over to the side over there, and it's all visible. So I'm going to grab an SD card and whack it in it and record some video, and that is on mirror only. Now, because you can see the mesh behind the back window there, so, and the other one didn't have any mesh, so it was just a straight view. So yeah, I am going to get an SD card and put an SD card in there now. So you tap it, comes up with the settings, scroll up and down. I don't want to do that. So I've already formatted the card that's in there. I've already done the clock. So yeah, you can just scroll through there, flicker, don't need to do it in Australia. And I've set the clock to the time. That's the time now on a Friday afternoon. And it keeps telling me to set the SD card in again. But that's the view from the back. I've got an LCD screen on permanently. I'll see how that goes. Gives me an unlimited view behind me, which is going to be a lot better than from the mirror. There is a couple of little blind spots in the mirror, so, and when I do put in reverse, it comes up with a grid pattern. There you are, grid pattern comes up. So yeah, it can be done. Okay, also you can adjust the camera at the back by just scrolling up and down like that. Bit hard to see because of the reflections and things, but yeah, you just change it up there like that, and you can adjust the camera. You want it brighter, you can adjust the brightness by just adjusting it across like that with your finger. It's all touch. There are all the controls. The record, you push that, and then there'll be a button up here in that corner. There'll be a light will be flashing. You want to record it. So this way you can adjust it, the camera up and down to highlight the table, and to pick all that up if you want to. So it looks very, very clear. I'm going to have it on constant feed, and then do a bit of recording occasionally. Yeah, comes out very clear. You can see way out of my ute, which is well off the driveway. I'm quite happy with the display, but there's a lot of reflection on it. I'm trying to put my hand up there, but yeah, it's really, really good display on it. I can see it clearly from back here. As I say, you just scroll up like that, and it doesn't quite pick up the tow bar, but I've set it back because I got the tailgate drops down on this, and I didn't want it smashing it, so I've set it back a little bit more. But I'm quite happy with the angle it gets. And just scroll this down again. There it goes. It does lag a little bit by the feel of it, but yeah, that's on bright setting there. So, and I'm very happy with the quality of the video from it. So, and you get the date, the time. It's 29th of the 7th. That is a Friday. You can have it on mirror if you wish, but I'm going to see how this constant feed looks, because it'll eliminate all the blind spots, because I have got a toolbox down one side, and I think it'll be ideal. Okay, I'm just going to have a brief summary about this. Don't try and do what I did through that channel. There is a channel under there, and you would take the cables through that front section. Other cars probably are different, but there's so much foam and insulation in this part, I just couldn't get it through. So that took me a long time to decide that I had to run them there anyway, and I brought them through there, over that, and into there, to utilise the hole I already drilled. The second thing I need to summarise is, when you first turn it on, you have to get onto the settings and scroll through the settings and set the clocks, set the if you want the display on, LCD screen on all the time or only a short time, how long your video recording you want to do, whether it's going to be 1 minute, 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I've left it for the 1 minute because I can always join them together. And then when you get an SD card, put it in there, you have to format it on this mirror display. If you don't format it on the mirror display, it won't work. I tried doing it on the computer and then putting it in here by formatting it there. It wouldn't accept it. Autobarn couldn't help me. They said you need to go to somebody who knows more about it. Could be a FAT32 file or something. But I decided to do it on here, and once I done it on there, it accepted the formatting of the mirror. So whatever the mirror is, it's fine. So that's one thing. The other thing you need to know is how long you want it from here to the back. Now, depending on, this car is a fairly long car, and I only just made it with the cable that was supplied, which is 6.5 meters, because I went down and up and round, you know. So but if you measure it, and you can buy an extension for it. So what I've done is I've decided to leave it at that length. I've only stuck it down double-sided tape, so I can move it, but I think it's going to be there permanently. Now, the other thing is when I put the camera on, I'll just pop around the back and show you that. It's a bit windy out here, so it'll be a bit of noise. So when I put this camera on, I put it that way, so the mounting is down. That means the video is going to be upside down. You can rotate it on the mirror display, and it looks normal when you rotate it, but it will still record upside down unless you mount it hanging from up the top. So, but I can get onto video editor on the computer and rotate the videos, add the music and everything. I also want to do it, so it didn't worry me by doing that. But I'm just letting you know that if you do it, mount it like that, the video will be upside down, and you will have to rotate your video or mount it hanging down from the top. Well, I hope you like this video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, cheers.